Hey, Bud, you said there was a shuffleboard right where?
Oh, we put a little shuffleboard on the floor. You put it on the floor, and we put one in here where we'd have something to do.
Oh, okay. There was a wall. Where was the wall at?
There was a wall right here. Right here, there's a wall. You just have this opening here to go through.
Okay. You want to take us through, and I'll just follow you with the camera and just whatever comes to your mind.
Well, when we first came here, we just had of course, the truck sat here. This is the room where kind of an office building. You played euchre, played cards here. But the fella slept here at night. Had a bed, a phoned up bed, and you only had one far phone. Always had to have someone stay here.
So
in the mornings, the captain and the driver, they got to stay. They took care of this. In the afternoon, why the two youngest people had to stay down here and answer the far phone. You had a car phone right here and then a public phone right over here.
They call that phone watch detail?
That's phone watch detail. It sure was.
I had to do a little bit of that uptown. Okay, you want to go upstairs, bud? Now right here, this is we're gonna have a bathroom right here again, and then we're gonna sell shirts and hats and stuff for the fire museum to help pay the utility bills, and then we'll go upstairs. Just be real careful.
We used to play. Neighbors used to come in. You had over here had Mrs. Smith, and you had the Bells across the street, and Fars, and Mr. Snyder, and a couple of fellas. They'd come every night play euchre. Of course, in the wintertime, why we always had to shovel the snow off, and we'd done the neighbors. Then the women would bake us pies and everything. They brought stuff over all the time.
So you ate well.
Oh yeah.
Now we're heading up the stairs, going to the second floor.
Stairs. Yep.
Now, when I was here, Bud, I had to do this. My details was sweep the stair floors and sweep the downstairs.
Oh well, we had two guys upstairs and two guys downstairs that cleaned it. And on Saturday, why the driver would have to, he would clean the truck. He would get it all in, get underneath the truck, clean underneath the truck. He had to clean everything with a sponge and a bucket of water under the truck.
Wow.
And then we cleaned the pole had to be polished, everything.
Now that
it was Saturday.
Was that a bedroom in here where the pole's at?
This was a bedroom here.
And that was 19...
You had a bed here, and a bed there, and a bed there, and I had a little cot over here. I had 3 beds and a little cot over here. And wintertime, when it snowed, snow would blow in here, blow on the bed, and I'd come through the window. And it was cold. It was cold up here.
So was this, I remember when I was here.
This was a kitchen over here.
And there's a little window here. This wasn't here. Somebody else made an entryway. And they used to have the hotline right there.
Entryway was here when I was here.
So the entry, because it used to come here.
Used to come in here and here. Had bed here, a door here and a door there.
Okay, so you had 2 doors.
Yes.
Okay. Well, when I worked here, they had that cut off and had like a little window there. So you had two entries.
Oh yes, had this one come in here, and go out here.
And this was your kitchen?
This was the kitchen here.
What was the layout? Where was this? Do you remember where the stove and the
yes, sir. You had your kitchen sink right here.
The kitchen sink was over here in this corner.
Yes.
Okay.
The stove was over here.
The stove was over here in the southwest. Okay.
Kitchen table's here.
Kitchen table there.
Refrigerator over here.
Refrigerator right there. And now back when you worked here, what kind of refrigerator? Was it an icebox kind of?
No, this had a regular refrigerator.
Regular refrigerator, okay. And this is what they did yesterday. I showed you a little video. Larry Robbins was here. We showed a little video of what they did.
I think Larry worked here later, didn't he?
Yeah, he was in the 60s. I think it was in the 60s. Then, buddy, if you want to go in the living room, I'll follow you in the living room.
This is the bedroom here.
Okay, here was the bedroom. This will be our future conference room, meeting room. And what was this little room over here to the right, Bud? Was that anything?
Right here where you come to stairs. This is just kind of little. We had the clothes lockers right here.
Okay.
For everyone to keep everyone had it open.
Now,
this was a washroom had basins and things like that, and a shower.
A shower. Now, was that built up? Was that built up like that then, or was this
Yes.
was that an add-on?
Oh, it was built up like that.
Okay.
And then we had a bathroom over here.
Okay. The bathroom
It's
is
a stool only.
just a stool,
Uh-huh.
and that was back in '46 when you.
That was back in 49, 50.
50. Okay.
If you would,
Good.
yes. And that was that way. That was still that way in 1979.
Now, was this wall right here? Was this? I know that. Was this an original wall then?
That was the original wall. That didn't have no window here.
Yeah. Somebody else put.
Yeah.
Gary Linus put that there, but we're gonna. Okay. You want to go to the bedroom, and I'll follow you that way. Just watch your step.
That's a bedroom there.
I mean, not the bedroom. I'm sorry.
This was our recreation room.
Okay, recreation room is in
This
here.
used to be where they kept the hay and things for the horses, you know.
Now, was you here when they did? Okay, you did you
No, they
hear,
had a truck here when I was here.
did you hear stories about the guys that were on that had more time than you? About did they used to tell you stories about where the hay was and where they fed the horses?
Oh yeah.
So they were on when you came on. There was some older guys that used to
Couple
do
of
that.
them was, yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And-
And this was like this. This room was just about like this.
So we let the rafters right there were bare.
When I was here, but we went to, we painted all this. And we took the stand money and we sold golf balls, we washed cars and everything.
Now was it? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And
bud.
we got the money to paint it. We bought a used pool table. We bought a ping pong table. And then we went over a container and got big sheets of cardboard and closed all this in. That's all
we found that cardboard.
and big sheets it was.
Yeah,
And we put it up there and closed all this in.
You put it up there really well too.
That old wood is hard to nail in, I'll tell you.
It's hard to pull out too. But Bud, was this what I was telling people? What we think this is the original barn siding that was up here in 1904, or when you think when they built it?
This is here when I was here.
Okay, this was here when you was here.
Yeah, so I know it's here from 1949 on.
So most likely that's probably the original.
Probably
the original.
Yeah.
Okay. Now all this wood here we're kind of saving and harvesting in case we need it. And we even got the kitchen sink pedestal, but
See, this here was a big.
Okay.
Now that's deck one here. This was we had a big sliding door here.
so you had like a barn.
We put the hay in.
Was that the barn sliding door?
Yeah.
And then we got a hook. Was it loose hay they put in?
Yes.
Loose hay, and they had the hook they bring up here.
Yes.
And then Larry was saying he thought there was a chute. Do you know where that chute was where they threw the hay? I mean, we could probably see it downstairs, but he thought it was right in this. He thought it was right in this area right
There's
here.
never no chute here I know of.
No chute.
Before. And the only thing we always thought, they drop it right back out here and then in the door back.
Oh, just stored it here and dropped it back there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got this. Was this floor? Was there? Did you guys put different flooring in
We
here?
put different flooring down.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
don't remember what, but we put different flooring. Oh yeah, it's this old rough pine flooring and never finished or anything. It was rough.
Yeah.
And
Well, good. So this was.
you know,
here.
it was cold. I don't know how to use. If I remember, we had little radiators. Did you ever notice any radiators in here?
Yeah, I didn't know there were.
I don't remember how to heat them, but I know it was cold.
Bud, if you come over here, can you work yourself over here?
Uh-huh.
If you come around, then I'll let you. This is.
Okay, this
This
is
is
a
a
little
po-
hose tower, and it'd go all the way down. Then you'd climb up all the way up there, and you'd pull your way. There's always one guy had a ladder here, and the ladder went right straight up all the way down.
The ladder was here to the left.
The ladder was right here,
Okay. The ladder is to the left.
and you climb up this ladder, and the top guy up there, he'd pull the holes up or hook them up under. They had a rack up there, and the guys underneath on this roof.
that rack right there.
That rack right there. Yep.
That's it.
That's what you hung your holes on.
Okay. Is that old the cotton hose had to dry out so it wouldn't rot?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it had a rope to here, and the guys down there, they'd be a couple of them, they'd pull the holes up there, and the guy up here would take it off and hang it over them loops.
Huh.
Anytime you use that hose, that's what you had to do.
Now, Bud, did you have when you worked here? Did you have your family come down here and visit you and stuff? And did you guys have Thanksgiving meals and different kinds of?
Couple times we had. If we worked Christmas, we generally had our wives to come in. And they had dinner with us a lot of times.
Well, there's one picture we got of you. You're standing downstairs, and a bunch of you, and you got a big table downstairs.
Probably someone retired, probably.
Okay.
Or it could have been, but chances are that's where someone retired from here. We always had a dinner for them down there.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, this is. Butch Riggins, he did a lot of stuff, and this is something, Bud. I really appreciate you coming up here today and give us a little tour of when you were here and the dates. And if you think of anything else, we'll come back and just let me know.
Well, if you had anything different, better like television or anything different, you bought yourself. They didn't buy nothing. You bought your dishes, you bought your pots and pans and everything. But we used to have a little stand down here, it's nickel pop, nickel candy, and all the profit we got out of it, that's what we done for extra money. Now television, which the guys chipped in, are like $25, $30 a piece, whatever you can get television. And that's where you bought your television things. And just like you fix this room up, you done it yourself. You done it. If you had it done, you done everything yourself.
Yeah.
But it's still best job I ever had in my life.
Bud, we know how many kids did you have? Do you have?
Two.
2 kids. What are their names?
John, and he works for Light and Power. And he's been out there 38 years. And that boy, I do not know where he's at.
Okay. What's your late wife? What was her name?
Vera.
Vera. Okay. How long was you married?
58 years.
58 years. And you retired from the Anderson Fire Department. Then where'd you go after that?
I went to General Motors Plant Protection. Spent 18 years there. And then from there, I went to the Board of Works and spent 10 years there.
Now, you was the chairman of the Board of Works,
yes,
wasn't
sir.
you? And you was there how long?
10 years.
10 years. And now, what are you doing now?
Retired.
Finally? Well, Bud, I appreciate you coming here today. And I just like to, everybody, thank everybody and all the volunteers for the help. And Bud, thank you for coming up here today.
Thank you. Been very enjoyable.